Hello everyone. Start with the entity relationship model. Basically, this is the ER model in the software designing. When we require some depiction of the pictures or in the graphical images or some models to demonstrate an software that how it will be work. So we use such kind of model. This is basically used in the RDBMS or the Relation Database Management System. So this is very useful model and very effective model and very rapidly used model. And it is very user friendly and easy to use also. As this name insists, the entity relationship model, the entity is basically an image or an object or real-time object. Relationship is basically the relationship between the entities, or what is the relation depict or consist between the two entities, or there would be one entity which consists the relationship with itself, right? So basically entity relationship model, or we can say the ER model, ERD or ER diagram, is a type of the database model based on the notation of the real world entities and the relationship among them. So we can map the real world scenario onto ER database model, create a set of entities with their attributes are the properties or the features which an entity has. Suppose for example, student is an entity which is a real world object also, which exists in the real world, that the student exists. Okay, so a student has the properties like his name, his middle name, his last name, his date of birth, his father's name, his state, and so on. So these are the attributes for the entity student, and we map the attributes for the entity which is related to the attribute and the entity via each other, and a set of the constants and the relationships among them. Constants are basically the limitations or some type of controls or components which is used in making the diagram, and there must exist a relationship among the entities and between the constants with the attributes. Now, entity is an ER model. An entity in ER model is a real world being which has some properties called the attribute. Every attribute is defined by its corresponding set of values called the domain. It means, suppose we have a student entity and we enter the values for the 10 students. Right, for the 10 students name we enter, and we have entered the property, for example name, for that student entity for the number of 10 students. So 10 is the domain for the entity of the student in the domain of the attribute that is named as name, right? So consider a school database. Here student is an entity and student has various attributes: name, ID, age, and class. So these are the attributes and the domains of the attributes of the entity student. Relationship is the logical association. Basically, it is an association among the entities is called the relationship. So relationship are mapped with the entities in various ways. Mapping cardinalities define the number of the association between two entities. Relationship is basically the association and the relationship that must exist between the entities. So relationship mapped the entities in the various ways, right? So mapping cardinalities basically are one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many. Cardinalities are, you can say that the number of persons or the number of entities that should be exist in the ER diagram with an relationship that is associated between the two entities, minimum two entities. Now in ER model, ER model is represented by an ER diagram, basically ERD. So an object, for example, entities, attributes, and entity relationship sets. Attributes of the relationship sets can be represented with the help of an ER diagram. Let's start with the entity. An entity is represented by an rectangular. This is the rectangular. So an entity is depicted or it is drawn by using the rectangular diagram. So wherever you see an rectangular and name is written in that rectangular, so we consider it as an entity. Student, teacher, projects are all the real world entities which is covered in the rectangular box. Next is attributes. Attributes are the properties or the features of the entities. Attributes are represented by an ellipse. Ellipse is something like we make an, this. This is an ellipse and this is a attribute for an entity. Every ellipse represents one attribute. Each ellipse consists only one attribute. Not more than one attribute can be written in the one ellipse. So if we have an entity student and the attribute 4 like name, age, date of birth and the roll number, so these both are attributes consist different ellipses to depict the different type of attributes for an entity student, and is directly connected with an rectangular box or with an entity. So there are some types of attributes. So this is the diagram or the example for an ER diagram. We have a student, entity, and his date, its attribute, birth date, name and roll number. These three are attributes and all are consisting different ellipses, right? If and the attribute are composite, there are the attributes composite attribute, derived attributes, multi-valued attributes, right? So if the attributes are composite, they are further divided into the tree like structure. It's something like suppose in this diagram the student has the attribute name, roll number and birth date. So name is the composite attribute as it is further divided into the two more attribute, last name and the first name. So this is the composite attributes. Multi-valued attributes are depicted by the double ellipses, which is naming drawn by this like. So this is the multi-valued attribute. Multi-valued attribute, suppose in this example we have a student, roll number, name and birth date, and these both are the composite attributes of the name, first name and the last name. And phone number is the multi-valued. It means the attribute which consists the values more than one value. Suppose a student can have more than one phone number, so it is the multi-valued attribute. Phone number is a multi-valued attribute for the entity student. Now the derived attribute is depicted by the dashed ellipse. It means derived attribute is that attribute the attribute can be derived or fetch the values or the attribute from the existing attribute. Suppose in this example we have a student, then multi-valued phone number, then composite name consists the first name and the last name, and the attributes roll number and date of birth. So by using the date of birth we can fetch the age of the student. So this age is depicted by the dashed ellipse. So this is the derived attribute. Next is relationship. Relationship are represented by the diamond shape box. This is the diamond shape box and this is the relationship. Name of the relationship is written inside the diamond box. All entities consist in the rectangular boxes are attached or connected by a single line. So this is the connecting line, not consisting any arrow. Without using the cardinality, we make a ER diagram using entity, rectangular boxes, then connected with a single line with an relationship. So this is the ERD. And relationship where two entities are participating is called the binary relationship. So basically a relationship which consists two entities, it is a binary relationship. The relationship which consists three entities, it is a ternary relationships, and the relationship which consists one entity, it is a unary relationship. Cardinality is the number of instances of an entity, form and relation that can be associated with the relation. It means cardinality is a major word in which is used majorly in the ERD. Basically, it is the number of the instances of an entity. Instances are the a particular state where we enter the values in the schema of the database for particular entity. Suppose we enter the value Ram for the name of the entity student. So it is the instance of that state of the schema. Now we enter the Sham. So this is the instance of that state of the schema. So basically these are the instances or the of an entity. So to form a relation that can be associated with the relation. There can be one-to-one cardinality, like there is exist one entity to one entity. So this is the